Simone.
With Kea Simone.
Kea Simone.
Never lose yourself. Trying to find someone else. Hey!
Women of power. Kea Simone. Women of power. Kea Simone. Women of power. Kea Simone. Never lose yourself trying to find someone else. Women of power. Kea Simone. Women of power. Kea Simone. Women of power. Kea Simone. Never lose yourself trying to find someone else. Woman with power. Woman with power. Say yeah, yeah. If you a woman with power, say yeah, yeah.
Hey!
Women of power. Kea Simone. Women of power. Kea Simone. Women of power. Kea Simone. Never lose yourself trying to find someone else.
Hey, lovely people. It is your girl, Kea Simone. Yes, coming to you straight from the 313, and you already know what it is. It's all love. Yes. So, what we're going to do today? Today is Let's Go Here with Kea Simone. So, we got 2 letters today. So, feel free to have your say. I put the link in the comments. So if you want to go ahead and join the panel, just hit the link and just come on up. I would love to have you and hear your take on the letter. Okay? So you remember how this goes. I pull up the letter, I'll read it. When something is crazy or you think it's like, oh my goodness, what are they talking about? What are you going to type in the chat? What the what? Yes, what the what? Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and just jump right on in. But first, I want to send you a little love. There goes the love, the love, the love, the love. Yes. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with the first letter. Okay. So my first letter. I think my new husband is a narcissist. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Okay. So I got to put my glasses on for this because y'all know I can't see. So let's put these glasses on. Okay. So what did they say? Hello, everyone. Yes. Hello, Rhonda. So it starts off. The first time he told me this, it was before we got married. He said he didn't mean it. So I forgave him. Now I found out he told his mom recently, 2 weeks ago, that he still thinks that the reason why my ex hit me is because I was too much of a Wait a minute. Did he call his wife the B word? What the what? So why is he telling your mama, his mama? Okay. This hurts so bad. It took me a long time to convince myself that it was not my fault. My ex hit me. The police who helped me in the past once said there is no excuse for someone to hit a woman. It was one of those things that convinced me to leave my ex. Now I am back to zero mentally. I am doubting myself again. I'm not sure if I should confront him, as he might just say whatever he thinks that will appease me. Of course, he will not tell me again that he does not think it was my fault, but does not really mean it. What should I do? We cannot afford counseling. That's what I'm saying. What the what? I'm not trying to laugh. This is not a laughing matter. This is a serious letter, okay? So, guys, Whew. I don't know. Okay. So at the beginning of the letter, oh boy, he knew that you were in an abusive relationship. So if he knew that you were in an abusive relationship, why would he like tell you that it's your fault? You never do that to a victim. So he started out basically, it's almost like he was preparing you for his behavior. It was like you were his perfect victim. Because let's go back to this letter. At the beginning of the letter, he said, you said, the first time he told me this, it was before we got married. So then you still married him. So the red flags were there. I wish I had some red flags. The red flags were there. He's telling you that like you deserve it, or maybe you're like, some people have a lot of mouth. At times I have a lot of mouth, but that doesn't give a man or anyone the right to put their hands on me. That means you walk away. I tell people all the time, I respect my elders. So sometimes I'll go home, just so I don't say nothing out of line. So as a man, why are you, telling her that, oh, well, I can see why he put his hands on you? That is so like crazy to me. And then you still married him. So again, then you're like, well, he said he didn't mean it. I mean, I would look sideways at anyone who tells me, oh, well, Kea, maybe you deserve him to put his hands on you. Like, who does that? Who? So, and then I don't know who's just coming in, but let's look at this part. He went and told his mother, okay? So she found out recently, 2 weeks ago, that he still thinks that's the reason why her ex hit her, because she was too much of a. So why is he telling his mother this? Like, he's just doing too much. So what? Like, have he ever hit you? We need to know more. Has your new husband ever put his hands on you? I wouldn't be surprised if he has not. He's capable of that type of behavior. Yes. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Jada. So yeah, I'm just bruh. I'm feeling some type of way. Like I just feel sorry. Like, sometimes men know when a woman is insecure or when she has issues. So it's almost like he preyed on you because you told him your vulnerable moments. And that's almost like where, as a woman, you're scared to get into a new relationship because you're like, okay, if I tell you where my demons play or where my insecurities are you going to play against me? You know what I'm saying? So I've had people that I've told, things too, intimate things, and then when they get mad, they use it against you because they know those are the things that hurt you. So I feel sorry for her, the fact that she couldn't be honest with her husband without him using it against her. It's sad that you guys can't afford counseling because your husband has his own issues and he's just trying to point the finger at you. That's what I'm seeing. So let's just read some of the comments. So hello, Rhonda, again. Oh, Jade, I don't know why you didn't get the notification. Oh, but hey, girl. Yes, what the what? Like, I think he's showing signs of weakness as a man because, again, why would you like feel like that you need to throw this at her? And she probably has a lot of mouth, or probably, is doing some stuff that may be irritating or whatever, but you never tell someone, well, I can see why someone hit you. That is like crazy. Rhonda, yeah, wow, what the what? Okay. Trey Max says, I can't with the foolishness. Exactly, Trey. Like, I'm just mad that she still married him. And she said that they couldn't afford counseling. So, yeah, it's like, what the what, Trey? You guys can't afford counseling. You married this guy who said that your ex you probably deserved, or he could see why. I mean, seriously, I wish even my girlfriends be like, oh, I can see why a man hit you. That's like blaming a rape victim for being raped. that's so insensitive of the man that you plan to spend the rest of your life with. I'm just saying. Rhonda says, right, that's what I was about to say. Red flags. Yes, I wish I had red flags. Like I'm gonna go buy me some. Because this is like crazy. Like he warned you. And then now he's talking to his mom. How did you find out? Did his mom come to you and tell you? Did he tell you like, oh, I had a conversation with my mom? How did it get back to you? So Rhonda, yeah, why go to his mother? So I would suspect, with his mama. Okay, y'all know I got a video out there. It's called Raggedy Sons, Raggedy Mamas. Okay. So usually behind every raggedy son, there's a raggedy mama. Okay. Y'all can be mad at me if you want to, but he didn't just wake up saying stuff like that. I would probably, it's a percentage that maybe his mom was abused. Because what type of person would be like, oh, I can see why. You don't do that. No. Yeah, but I just want to know, how did it get back to the wife? And again, why did he go to his mama and say it like that? Like, oh, I can see why. Rhonda says he should have been trying to lift her up. Exactly. Again, when people use that against you, that's because they have their own stuff going on. And he's trying to make her look like she's the fault. And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he's already put his hands on her. But this is probably like the beginning stages of abuse. I'm just saying. Yeah, he should be lifting her up. Future says, if my brother said that to my mom or my husband said that to his mom, they would line them out. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it seems like his mom probably, for the foolishness, like Trey said, what the foolishness is going on here. Yeah. And she went on to say, and Future said he feels comfortable saying this to his mother. The issues are thick here. Exactly. Like I told you guys that I was in an abusive relationship. Okay. The first time, and like I said, I blocked it from my memory, but the first time that he acted a fool on me was in front of his mother. Literally, he acted a fool. His mother literally had to pull him off of me during like the Christmas holiday. But it was just like, for you to be that disrespectful in front of your mom, but that's a whole nother show we can cover later. Because it was just basically, I feel now that he was basically venting, like, the anger, it was displaced anger, because what I did, whatever, it was really not that big, but I think he really wanted to put hands on his mom, and I just happened to be there. But later on, it was still, he was just abusive, an abusive jerk. So carrying on with the regular letter, because again, y'all know I'm sensitive about abuse, so I would tell this girl to pay attention and forget the counseling. You might want to be looking for an exit plan. Trey Mack says, why she says yes to marriage in the first place. Trey Mack, you with me? Like, I want to know, how old is she? Like, what to what? You are with a man who told you from the jump that he said, I can see why someone hit you. Like, if I get a new man, let's say I start dating someone and I say, well, he watched one of my videos and he's like, oh, okay, I see, you were in an abusive relationship. Because I don't tell it because I'm proud of it. I tell it because it's healing and it may help someone else. So with that being said, I meet someone and he'd be like, oh, I can see why he laid hands on you. I'm running for the door, because that means that you are not compassionate to a sensitive subject like that. And it's still like, touchy, because if you talk to me too loud, I'll be like, okay, well, let me, I'm serious. So, yeah, dude has problems. Jada says, yes, I'm happy I knew to be here. Oh, thank you. Jada says, I just don't get going to his mama and say, I can see why they hit you. What? Exactly. But that's saying like what Trey said earlier, and I think someone else said, he felt comfortable with his mom. Like the person that used to do stuff to me, he would just be talking to his mom like it was no big deal. And I was just like, but later on, a lot of their stuff was, uncovered. And I was just like, let me get away from y'all. A big mess. Yes, thank you everyone for coming in and joining me. I'm getting it together. I'm trying to get my lighting together. Thanks to Jada. She hooked me up. We did some mic checks, and she just gave me some pointers. But so thank you, Jada, for coming out of retirement or hibernation. Yeah, Rhonda, she was looking for love. Yeah. And a lot of times we do. And that's why you have to be cautious because, like you just gotta pay attention to the signs. Because when you've been in one abusive relationship, maybe you should take time to figure out how you got in there. Because it's really weird that she hooked up with a similar type of guy. So when you find yourself keep finding the same type of guy, you may need to sit back and say, what about me is attracting these same type of guys? What am I doing? Let me figure out how to do something differently. So yeah, this is not her first relationship. The other husband was abusive. Now you got another one that's basically telling you deserved it. Like, yes, he should be lifting her up. Oh, this letter just made me tired. I'm with you. Yes, Rhonda. Yes. That's what I said, Rhonda, because the person that abused me, his mother was abused. His mother, and he would kind of justify it, like he wouldn't even take his mom's side. He would say, "Oh, well, she got caught with another guy, so that's why the guy jumped on her. She be on that shady stuff, she be on that sneaky stuff." So he would always find a reason why his mom, I guess deserved to be jumped on, like she be on some shenanigans, she did something or whatever. So that's a whole nother laugh about misogynist men. Like secretly, I think he really had a secret hatred towards his mom, and it was to women because I got the business when we got together. Trey Mack says, I just like saying this, but she seems to have an issue with attracting and seeking toxic situations. Exactly. That's why, ladies, if you find yourself in the same type of relationships over and over again, take a break. Get the, figure out what is going on in your life. Deal with those childhood traumas. Figure out what's going on that makes you feel like that bad behavior is acceptable. Jada says, don't forget to check out Raggedy Son, Raggedy Mama. Come get your son. Yes. I told the people to come. I'm telling you, Raggedy Sons. I'm telling y'all, I guarantee y'all, when there's a son out here acting raggedy, 9 times out of 10, his mama be on some shenanigans, okay? I'm just saying. But thank you, Jada. Yeah, he gotta go. Y'all didn't even go. First of all, why you staying? Y'all didn't even got enough money to go to counseling. So, sis, what is it about this guy that's keeping you? It sounds like he's not lifting you up. If again, I already stated that if he haven't abused you yet, it sounds like it's going down that road, because that's what an abuser does. They break you down first mentally, and then it takes it to the next level, because now he knows that you're scared of him emotionally and mentally. Yes, Jada is the best cheerleader. Thank you. Future, she be on it. That's my she be on it. Yeah, Rhonda, she's seen the signs. Yeah, sometimes you gotta run, because you will get in that thing and it is like it's hard to get out. Jada says, anytime a shady man goes to his mother with his shadiness, let that man go about his day. Exactly. And the mamas be all in, Jada. She said, woo, child, because if she tolerate his behavior, then he's never going to be accountable, respectful, good man. Exactly, Jada. I'm with you. He's never going to be a respectable man because his mama, baby him. Like, this guy still does crazy stuff, but because he know his mama's going to accept it, because, they have like a weird thing, she wants his attention, he wants her attention. And I'm like, y'all just need to go counseling and hug it out, love it, forgive, or whatever. Jada versus Ruth. Aww. Yes, Rhonda. She's not a runner. She's talking like she wants to stay in it. I think I'm losing brain cells. No, don't lose your brain cells, Trey. It's hard. Like literally, you guys, when you're in an abusive relationship, it's not easy to get out. It's like a weird like bondage that you have. It's like you see like you want to see the good in that person. So it's like I've never used drugs, but I heard it explained this way. You know, you get that first hit. And so when I was in love with my abuser, it was because I remembered the good person he was. And then he told me all the sad stuff that happened in his life. And then I was like, you know, the empath. And it was just like, oh my gosh, I know he's a good person. He's just going making up excuses. So it's hard, but I just pray that this sister can just like basically run, because I see if they don't get counseling and he doesn't take accountability, it's not going to go good. Oh, thank you. Y'all so sweet. Yes, break the generational curses. His pappy did it, so he's doing it. I agree. Because the person that was doing that stuff to me, his dad did it, his mom did it, his mom new boyfriend did it to her. It was just crazy. And it was like crazy because like one day he pulled the gun on. Well, somehow he pulled the gun on the mama. Like I said, but I was young and I was just like, I still stayed. And he was arguing with her, telling her to just shoot him. And I'm looking like, lady, I'm praying like that she didn't shoot him because he was being irrational. But he was just like going through his childhood traumas. And it was weird how like I said, the little things upset them. They were arguing about a piece of cake, okay? It was the holiday and somebody asked for a piece of cake and he spazzed out. So again, this behavior was not, it was normal for him. So yeah, you got to pay attention. I'm sure, like I said, he probably is disrespectful to his mom and you just need to pay attention. Yes, give me some lavender hearts. Let me give y'all some hearts, okay? Like, I only tell because I love y'all, but I be wanting people that watch this video that they know that it's healing, that, you know, don't be ashamed, you know, because again, I got a lot of mouth and I didn't want nobody to know that like somebody was able to, you know, put me in that vulnerable position. And so I never said anything to anyone. So she's reaching out to, you know, the world with this anonymous letter. So hopefully, Trey, that she will get her the courage to, you know, get some walking shoes until they can get some counseling, you know, and hopefully, you know, because I don't want him to be abusive to her. Yeah, so can we get those lavender hearts in the chat? This is a good one here. Shout out to Kia getting this one and giving good advice. Thank you. Again, like I said, I don't it's not like something I want to, because it takes me there, you know, when I tell these stories. But I just want people to not be embarrassed. Find you a good friend, find you a good support system, you know, so you can get out. You know, like when I left, I had to stay with a family member until I could find an apartment or something, because it was just like, I gotta go, like today, like I can't go back, because I had reached that point where I was going to be on somebody's show. I'm just saying. I was about to be on somebody's show. All jokes aside, like I literally had to call his mom, truth moment. Even though his mama was with the shenanigans, but she heard my voice when I said, come get your son, because it's going to be me and him. And she came over there like 2.2 seconds because she knew I was tired. So don't never get to that point, ladies. Leave when you feel that, you know, it's getting there. If, you know, y'all not going to counseling. Trey Mack says my mother must be built different because she would never. Exactly. So Trey Mack, from what you say in the chats, your mom seems like a good woman, okay? But some mothers will put up with the shenanigans, okay? They will never hold their sons accountable, because if the mother feels guilty about something that she did wrong, and you know, grown kids sometimes play on their mothers. Well, you didn't do this for me, you didn't do that. And that was his situation, where he would, like, you know, make her feel guilty about stuff, and that's why she never holds him accountable. So yes, just Trey Mack, it was guns involved, okay? It was kids in the house and the kids were crying, and I'm like, I just wanted some Thanksgiving dinner. I didn't even get the dinner, okay? We had to leave. Huh. This is some. I told y'all I got a whole. I got some about a couple more books in me. Okay, I'm telling y'all. I done been through some stuff. Yes, I agree. They should not. They should not inflict. But again, hurt people hurt people. I know that's the old cliche, but that's what happens. Hurt people hurt people. Oh, thank y'all for the hearts. Yes. I love it. Yes, my PO box is coming soon. I'm getting my life together, y'all. Okay. Thanks for the hearts. Yes, Snap 313 edition. Because I was like, that's when Eastside Kia came out. I was like, oh, you got the wrong one. You know, I've been trying, you just be tired. Yes, like, share, and subscribe. My Cash App is in the chat. Also, remember to check out my book. Thank you, guys. So, so our final advice for her, I think we're all on the same page. Use the money on the counseling. There's counselors out there that have sliding scales. You don't necessarily have to go to a counselor. You can go to a pastor. You can go to a church and have the pastor, counsel you. In a situation like this, there's other ways to get counseling other than just like, an expensive counseling. So if you don't have medical where you can pay the $25, $30 copay, there's other options. There's counselors that have sliding scales. So if you guys sound like you guys are low income, get some counseling. Find out if he can be, basically delivered, or if what extent is this issue? Does he have some deep demons or deep issues that's going on? Because again, your first husband you made it out, but who says that you're going to make it out of this one? So I just pray that you don't use money as a reason why you can't get counseling. And sometimes the counselor will pull out stuff in you, and you will see. You'll just, figure out what you need to do. That's my advice. Yes, thanks for the hearts. Trey Mason, I've been shot out before, but dang, listen, him and his mama, and it was an old gun. It was like one of the old, like rusty guns. He was like, what is y'all doing? But that's another story. Maybe I'll do story time one night. Rhonda said he probably doesn't want counseling. He'd rather abuse her. And if that's the case, then you might have to walk, because again, you never know what levels it can go to, and it could easily go left real quick. You know what I'm saying? And I always tell people, when you get in a situation like that, like I'm only 5'4". So if you 6'2", over 200 pounds, if I try to hurt you, I gotta take you all the way out. So if you're not ready for that, you might want to go ahead and remove, because it's like when it's going to be you or him, and you got to make that quick decision. Which one is it going to be? When he's, choking you where you can't breathe, where you literally see your life flash before your eyes. Literally, I see my life flash before my eyes. So with that being said, sis, don't let it get to that point. Counseling might be cheaper than a divorce, too, at least a session or two to get a take on it than a professional. Yeah, like I said, me and this person, we went to counseling. It didn't work, So at the end of the day, glory be to God, I'm free. That's all I got to say about that. So, because he might have he might not even need marriage counseling. He may need separate counseling. Okay. So sometimes when you go to counseling as a couple, and the counselor sees something with the other person, they'll be like, y'all need to go to separate sessions, because there's something deeper over here. So there's some deeper stuff. I guarantee you that he probably is fighting for him to feel like that he has to pull the negative, things out and make it known. She knows that she was abused. So I was just telling someone today, I said a miserable person, they don't move in love, because they wouldn't be pointing out your faults instead of lifting you up. Yeah, we all have faults, but you do it in love when you come. Like, when someone calls me and say, hey, Kia, do XYZ, improve your this or this and that, whatever, you do it in love. But when you do something trying to hurt me, that's a different story. So it sounds like he's trying to hurt her. Yeah, she seeks help now. Like I said, she can go to a church. There's a lot of ways to get counseling. Even at your job, I know my job, they have like the EAP. I think you can get like maybe like 5 or 6 sessions through the job. But at least that'll be a start. Yeah. She should have a DV show to program it to her phone too. Exactly. Well, hopefully she has somewhere that she can go that she feels safe. But yeah, sis, it's not looking good. Future says absolutely, Kia, but it might benefit her to hear from a neutral source that the relationship isn't safe to be for the right now. Yeah. So that's what I said. She can go to a church or a comps, or someone else if she can't afford it. Because your girlfriends are probably gonna be like, "Girl, leave him alone, girl," and she's probably not, because those are her friends and they're too close. So that's why I always tell people, find someone that is not biased, that is, you can look from the outside. So yeah, I do. Like I said, I'm not one to listen. I love marriage. One day I'm going to be happily married. I'm going to find the right guy for me. So I love when I see people that are married, that stay together, that are doing their thing. But with this situation, they're going to have to figure something out, how to talk to a third party. Not his mother. Not his mother. No. Um Yes. Rhonda says, did she mention children? No, she didn't mention any children. So hopefully there's not any children, because that will probably make her want to stay longer. Trey Max says counseling sounds like jail time, hospital, or the morgue seems closer. She needs to go. Sometimes people have to go to counseling because we hold on to stuff, and sometimes you need someone else to make you understand that it's not a good situation. Because I remember, like, when I was in that thing, we were in counseling, and I guess the counselor picked up on the body language, and she knew the body language wasn't right, and she asked me to leave the room. Now I don't know what she said to him, but when I came back, it was just like, on the ride home, it was like real off. And I know now that it should have been over, that we could have saved those co-pays, we could have saved those hour sessions every week. But Trey, yeah, sometimes we have to hear from someone else. And sometimes, like I said, you learn stuff about yourself during the counseling session too, because not now that the tools that I use now is the tools that she provided that were directed towards me. So that's how I make better decisions now. So yeah. But we can move on to letter 2. So hey, I just hope that people start taking abuse serious, and and stop being embarrassed and seek help. And that's that. So let's get to the second letter. That letter was so deep. Hopefully this one is a lot nicer or calmer. Because that one, oh my goodness. Okay, so let's pull this one up. Okay, so this person is saying, Hi all. My 26-year boyfriend, 30. Okay, so the boyfriend is 26 and she must be 30. Okay. No, she's 26 and her boyfriend is 30. Okay. So the lady writing this letter, she's 26 and he's 30. Have been dating for a little under a year now. We met on Tinder. Oh, Lord. After the Tinder swindler, I'm scared of Tinder, okay? And they hit it off, okay? I go over to his apartment quite a bit, and when I leave, he always asks if I have everything, and usually I do. However, a few times I left something. It's usually something small, like a piece of jewelry or a hair clip. It's nothing major that I would need immediately. He always gets a little irritated when informing me that I've left something. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. So he's irritated because you left the hair clip? Okay. Okay, so he's when informing me that I've left something, it's not like I've ever leave his apartment in a mess or anything like that. Last night, just as I left, he called me to let me know I left my hair clip. Trey, I can't wait to hear what you say. He called her. I said it was fine, and I'll get it the next time. I'm sorry, y'all. He insisted that I pull over to the side of the road, and he will bring it to me. What the what? A hair clip? Okay. He seemed totally normal after that. I just found the whole experience a little weird. It's not like he's a neat freak or anything. A lot of times I tend to go over and tidy up, and he doesn't mind this. So I don't know why it's such a big deal that I occasionally forget something. He's left belongings at my place before, and he's never bothered me. I don't know if I'm just overthinking everything, or maybe I am being inconsiderate. I would really like advice on if this is a big deal. I'm really trying not to think of the worst case scenario here. We have access to each other's phones as well. So I don't think he's doing anything wrong, or maybe I'm just naive. Thanks in advance. Oh, y'all. What? Oh, gosh. What just happened here? I'm sorry, y'all. I couldn't even read through that letter. I couldn't manage to read through it. I'm sorry. It was okay, so let's be serious. Okay. So this was from the other letter. From the last letter we read, we just go ahead and clean that up. She didn't say her current husband hit her, correct? No, she didn't say that, Future. She just said that he said he could see why her ex hit her. He said she deserved it from an ex. Yes, that's what he said. And that is absolutely wrong. We all agree what he did, but in this case, counseling might be warranted first. Yeah. I was just saying that usually in the case that when people move like that, he's already like, whether he pulled her hair or hit a wall, the abuse probably has already started. That's all I was saying. But yeah, I believe in counseling. But you just got to be careful about, the levels, because before you know it, you are under a 200-something pound man and can't breathe. I'm just saying. No, not the Tinder. Yes, hi, Bob. The Tinder. So they met on Tinder for letter number 2. I'm sorry. A hair clip. I can't get over the hair clip. Like, what the what? What the what? Like a hair clip. Sorry, are you for real? A hair clip. Why do y'all think he's irritated about a hair clip? Help me. A hair clip. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the link in the comments. If anyone want to join in, feel free. But I'll go ahead and finish reading the comments. Is he really your boyfriend? I mean, she said they have access to phones. Why do y'all have access to each other's phones? I mean, is that the normal thing to do now when you're in a relationship, have access to each other's phones? What does that prove? I'm confused. Ma'am, something is strange. If he's let's imagine this. You leave your hair clip. Someone calls you on the phone and say, "Hey, you left your hair clip. Not your wallet, not your ID, not your cell. Well, you couldn't be a cell phone because you're on it. But they say, hey, you left your hair clip. Pull over right now. I'm going to meet you and give you your hair clip. A hair clip costs like $1. He should just throw it away if he didn't want it in his house. Why are you getting in your car, starting the car? I don't care if it was 2 blocks down, 3 blocks down. You got in your car, started the car. I don't even care if you got a remote starter. Why are you driving, sir, to give her a hair clip? A hair clip. Okay? That's why I was laughing so hard. A hair clip. Either something is wrong with this man, something. Trey, why he bring her that hair clip, Trey? Yes, Rhonda, we've seen it. We're going to talk about it this week. The Tinder swindler. Crystal and myself are going to do a collab. Yes, Harris. Yes, the swindler. A mess. Thank you, Jada. Yes, remember to check out my book, From Pain to Love. Yes, Rhonda. What? Can y'all tell me why it was so serious for him to... What was the issue? That's what I'm saying. How about he's not your boyfriend? And then it's like, do you have access to his phone? Did you sneak access to his phone? And if a man give you access to his phone and he crying about a hair clip, he probably got 2 phones. He probably gave you access to the work phone. I'm just saying. Because why is he panicking about a hair clip? No, sister, it is what it is. You're not the only female. But she says she has access to his phone. He's not even her friend. I get it, Future. That's what I'm thinking. So let's see what Trey said. Besides the obvious, why do women always leave something? I knew you was going to say that, Trey. I knew it. Okay. At your spot, like, I know what you're doing. Chicks always trying to mess your pimping up. Poor girl, somebody tell her. So sometimes women do, but men do it too, Trey. I had a guy who came in with a pair of shoes on his feet, okay? When he left, I promise you, he had shoes on his feet when he left. When he left, it was a pair of shoes by my door. And I was like, where'd those shoes come from? I thought they were my brother's at first. And I was like, how did he leave a pair of shoes at my door? Dude was trying to mark his territory. So Trey, dudes do it too. Okay? Dude left his shoes. And then next you know, he started bringing food from my refrigerator. Like he was, it was weird. And then he started saying, I'm going to come home tonight. Don't judge me. I was younger. Yeah, but I don't think she's purposely trying to leave a hair clip, Trey, because that could have been his mother's hair clip, his sister's hair clip. A hair clip is not nothing major. I can see if she left her, some undergarments or something, but a hair clip, anyone could have left a hair clip. Geesh. But why he didn't throw it away? That's what I'm saying. He could have threw the hair clip away. Hair clips are only costing like $1. So let's say this comb. I'll leave this comb over Trey Mack's house. I wish Trey Mack would call me, because more than likely she gave him the cookies. After I give you my cookies, you gonna call me about a comb? This comb costs $1.49 on Amazon. Sir, if you don't throw that comb away or that hair clip if you're trying to hide something, he could have hid it somewhere. It's like, I don't know. A hair clip. It was a hair clip. Not a piece of gold. I was waiting for her to say, like, my mother's gold necklace. Now I can see if he, like I said, like, oh, I don't want to, lose your mom's necklace. I know it means so much to you. I'm going to meet you on the side of the road. He told her to pull over for a hair clip. Let's address that. A hair clip. That isn't his only phone. That's what I said. People have 2 phones. Because he tripping about a hair clip, but you have access to his phone. And answer me this: anybody out there that's dating, is that the new thing, or that married? Future, you're married. So do you have access to your husband's phone, or do you feel like you need access to the phone? Like literally, I can't even keep up with my own phone. I be like, oh, you text me or you sent me a message. Like I just realized someone had texted me a few days ago. I was like, ooh, how did I miss that? Sometimes like the alerts don't come on. So why do I need access to your phone? What am I going to be looking at on your phone? I'm just saying. Let me know if that's the new thing. Yeah, he wasted his gas. Like it's just too much. You got in your car, started your car. I wouldn't have pulled over. I would have been like, sucker, I'm not pulling over. So she was a good one for pulling over, because I wouldn't have pulled over for a hair clip. Absolutely. If we were extremely tidy and organized, it would still be weird. But the fact that he isn't particularly tidy or clean means he doesn't want anyone else to see it. I agree. Exactly what I said. Where is the phone, ma'am? Yep. There's another phone somewhere. Robin, yep, he got somebody else, but I don't know why he playing, because I'm still like, he 30. So I understand you kind of young, but who? And then she like, he freaking out. Boy, I just gave you my cookies. If I just give you my cookies, you better chill. Put that hair clip in your nightstand drawer, your dresser, and keep it moving. Why was it so serious? Yes, Robin. Folks have multiple friends. Sorry, folks who have multiple friends keep multiple phones. Yeah, they be paying all them phone bills. Cause I had a boo that he was like struggling. It was a struggle love situation, but you got money to pay for an extra phone. Red flags. That man had a shoe in each back pocket that he slipped out when you weren't looking. Future girl, child, he started calling my place his home. Okay, he started. Now I don't even drink Kool-Aid. This man brought Kool-Aid to my house. He was like, I guess he was like, I'm in here. Like when we eat, I'm gonna make some Kool-Aid. I was like, I went in my kitchen, it was packets of Kool-Aid. I was like, this is some ghetto mess here. He'd have left his shoes, and now he want to make some Kool-Aid. I ain't gonna tell y'all how I finally got rid of him, but oh my God, Kia, I dated a guy who did that. He leave a pair of shoes in my hall closet. Exactly. Like, how did he come in? Like, did he hide it in his coat? Like, he never went back out to the car. When he left, it was a pair of shoes. Maybe he brought the shoes in when I was asleep. I don't know, but he was trying to move in with me. That was the last time he was in my place. But see how that he had the good, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. It was the good. So I was just like, oh my gosh, it's the good. So I was in denial for a minute, but yeah, it was weird. Okay, Trey says, now see where he messed up. He should have had a stash box for her belongings. Put them in there, the stash it away. When he comes back over, surprise, they your stuff. But I don't do that. See, Trey, you're not too good at that. Like, for real, like in my house, if I wanted to hide something, I could hide something if I wanted to. Like, I have a whole upstairs. I have so much like stuff in my house that you would never find. Like, I hide stuff from myself sometimes. I'm still looking for my other pair of glasses. Okay, y'all. That's why I can only wear these until I go back to the eye doctor. But I stashed a pair of glasses somewhere. So yes, Trey, he can stash something. Even if he's in an apartment, he can find a stash under the tiles somewhere. But Trey, I'm gonna look at you a little sideways. He said it's not you. I just called you a good gentleman earlier. So Future says, Trey Mac, that's what I'm wondering. You don't have an empty shoebox in the closet, a trunk on your car, a loose board on the floor. But why is he doing all that? Y'all, he could have just been like, this is a Tinder love, okay? I heard that Tinder is the place for hookups, okay? I've never been on any dating sites, but I heard Tinder is where you go when you want to get it in. So, someone said earlier, is she in a relationship and he's not? Because I think sis might be a little delusional and probably was like, let me have your phone, or she probably then access his phone without him knowing or something. I don't know. It's a little strange. Rhonda says I wouldn't have pulled over. Exactly, Rhonda. I'd be like, boy, if you call me about, like, I went to work and left my lunch. Okay, I'm not even pulling over for a lunch. So I will pull over for a hair clip. Dude, you got life all messed up. Man, you either put up, throw it away, or drop it off at my house. Listen, but he leaves stuff at her house. So why is he leaving stuff at her house and she's not making a big deal? But he's like arguing about. First of all, she already had an answer. Like Robin said, he got another woman somewhere. Howdy, Miss Creative. There's another woman somewhere in the bushes, somewhere lurking. And of course, men leave stuff at their woman's house. That's the game. You either plan or you not. You choose. But Trey, you got to be fair. If the man is leaving stuff, then why can't the woman leave stuff? You know, like if I come over your house every weekend, I'm not going to be bringing a sleepover bag like I'm in high school or middle school. You know, when you used to go over your friend's house and spend a night. I'm not bringing all those, you know, soaps and stuff. If I come over your house every weekend, I'm leaving a bag, leaving some stuff, Trey. I'm just saying. Just saying. So it sounds like she's a regular. No, Miss Craig, we're talking about a girl met a guy on Tinder and he don't want her leaving her belongings at his house. And he was so petty that he told her to pull over on the side of the road so he could bring her hair clip. I wouldn't even expect that for somebody in high school. So let's say you turn 16 and you have your license and you just got your license. You tell your 16-year-old girlfriend, pull over, I'm going to bring you your hair clip. I wouldn't even expect a 16-year-old to do this. That's why I'm like, he's 30? Girl, that's a little strange. Future said like a pre-mixed picture or a packet on a cup of sugar and empty pitcher. Future, okay. He was hood on some hood stuff. He had the little packets, okay? And I don't know if he brought the sugar too, but he brought Kool-Aid, okay? Kool-Aid. I think he did bring sugar because I don't think we had sugar either. But yeah, he was moving in. He brought the packets of Kool-Aid, several flavors. No picture. He just assumed I had a picture. I'm thoroughly convinced High Vibe is a pimp. High Vibe, he called you a pimp. You pimping over there? High Vibe, you big pimping. It ain't easy. Oh, y'all a mess. Yes, he brought Kool-Aid. And what's so funny is, why dude asked me like in 2021, could he come over? He found me on Facebook and messaged me and said, can he come over? I was like, no, absolutely. And how did you find me? Oh gosh. It's been decades since I made it, but I know. Yes. You still know. He marked his territory, but she can't. She is not the girl in his life. Red flags. Yes, she is not the girl. Miss Creative, I don't know. He probably got a woman, but unless his wife is you know, in the service or she's away on business, because I don't think he would have let her know where he lived if he had someone that, you know, comes by on a regular. I don't know. This is all strange. I'm confused. But I just know that she's not his only woman because he's not being petty about a hair clip. But I just don't know why he didn't just throw it away. Yeah, I told Kojo last week, and he caught it. There are those who uses the arts. There's the light and the dark, and there's the dark, and then there's the bindu, the one in the middle, true gentleman status. Trey, I'm gonna have to have you on one day because you be having me, yeah. Rhonda says, don't bring nothing to my house. I have extra hygiene items. That's all you need. No, but you have special stuff. So, like, even if it was like, if I was going to my mom's house, it's certain stuff. If I know I'm going over there, like, let's say you had to go to your mom's house every weekend for whatever reason. Why wouldn't I leave my hair gel, my edge control, some extra deodorant? Why wouldn't I leave that stuff? Or the things scrunchies, hold your hair up. You leave stuff places. I mean, I know women and people try to mark their territory, but I'm one of those people who I leave stuff everywhere I go. People call me all the time like, Kia, you left your book here. I've left stuff when I went out of town. So yeah, he could have two places, but if he had two places, why he's so worried about a hair clip? Rhonda said she could see that at my mama's house. But okay, Rhonda. Okay, I'm going to do the scenario again. Y'all just hang in there. Okay, so this is your man. And you go to your man's house every Friday night. Every Friday night. You've been going over there every Friday night for 3 months. You telling me you can't leave some of your stuff at his house? Why are you got to pack the same overnight bag every weekend? I'm just saying. Trey Mack says, Kia, the little trick you just did with your voice. That's how it starts. That's what I provide. What trick? What trick did I do? So listen, sis, stay off of Tinder. After watching the Tinder Swindler, I'm sure a lot of people got off of Tinder. Okay. I don't think this is your boyfriend. I think, like Robin says, he has two phones. You already know the answer. He's on some straight shenanigans, and you're falling into his mess because why did you pull over for a hair clip? I get maybe you were trying to mark your territory and see what he was going to say, but what is the big deal? Like, I have people stuff at my house. I put it to the side so when you come back, they're not my booze because I ain't got no boo, but I think, there's red flags. So that's all I have to say. Married men do have apartments close to work and then their house with their wife and kids. The apartment is a playground. Yeah, I can see that. There are men who are very sneaky and will finesse you. Exactly. Okay, he's treating her like she was just flued out. Y'all be cracking me up with the flued out. She was just flued out. Don't forget your wish. How vibe, I know. Wife might be a truck driver. But again, y'all not explaining to me why it's like Trey said, you got a shoebox. Like, if your wife don't live there, you call yourself having a second apartment, hide it. It's somewhere. Like, if I had, trust me, you ain't finding nothing in here, okay? In my house, it's so many, I got desk drawers. It's so much stuff that, like I said, I've been looking for these glasses for 6 months now, and I still ain't found these glasses. My house is clean, but I done hid the glasses from myself. I'm just saying. So, guys, thank you guys for jumping in. This has been lovely. Tomorrow is a dramatic reading. I'll be reading it by myself, but I will be reading from my book, From Pain to Love. Make sure you guys bring your copy when you come in. Yes, this is the book. This is what it looks like. And like I said, it's still on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, but you can go ahead and go on Amazon and get you a copy. Yes, 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 yes. And what did you guys think? Do you guys like me and Corey doing our show? Corey, and we did the Corey versus Kea. Did you guys like that? Like Corey versus Kea. Last week we talked about blind dates. How basically the girl asked for a Bentley truck on the first date. And we were just asking like, what is too much? So yeah. We do want to we'll be back every Wednesday at 9:00 p.m. Corey and Kea. Yeah, he probably petty boots. So high vibe. I was kind of thinking that because I was like, why is he going to the extreme about a hair vibe? That's why I kept saying high vibe, a hair clip. A hair clip. But he was triggered, or he wanted her to be triggered. Exactly. Be careful. She found him on Tinder, so you don't know who you met on Tinder. Okay, y'all make sure y'all tune in. I'm gonna drop the thumbnail for Crystal and myself review on the Tinder swindler, because although he was a decent looking guy from the Tinder swindler, but something was wrong with him. Okay. Something wasn't all the way there. He's not that smart. Not that smart. That's all. You just telling on himself. Yep. Yes, Corey versus Kea. Yes, we're gonna do our thing this coming Wednesday at 9:00 p.m. Future lady, if there are issues you are having, move on with your life, please. Exactly. So yeah, that's not your boyfriend. So I think we all came to an agreement. He's not your boyfriend, and if he is, you need to dump him because he's petty. Okay, like I said, she said he's not clean. He's not that tidy. She comes over and tidy up for him. He leaves stuff at her house. So again, sis, be like, boy, if you don't go somewhere, because again, if she was at his house taking off hair clips, that means she probably was doing what I said. And then you got the nerve to call me about a hair clip. Boy, bye. 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 Bye, boy. Or the guy from the show is doing interviews now. Oh, yeah. You know about the Tinder swindler? Yeah, he's trying to get a dating show. And there's gonna be some desperate women or women that's gonna probably be on the show because he's trying to get a show like The Bachelor. Yep. So again, make sure you guys turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of these lives. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna go ahead and head on out of here. I want you guys to have an awesome rest of your Monday evening. And thank you for joining.
Yeah. You're now tuned into Women of Power
Kea Simone.
with Kea Simone.
Kea Simone.
Never lose yourself trying to find someone else. Hey.
Women of Power. Kea Simone.